Yo guys, what is good? Girl43 here back again today, guys. And today, guys, as you guys see, I am in the Lamborghini Centenario, the box car for Forza Horizon 3. Now, guys, today I'm going to be going ahead and doing a review on Forza Horizon 3 and what my thoughts are. Now, Forza Horizon 3 is absolutely a great game. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I absolutely love this car. And honestly, guys, there's not really a whole lot to complain about. Overall, though, there are some things that I still do find quirky and just weird, and I wish they would bring back some old features from previous Forza games. But overall, in this game they brought back a lot of things that people have been asking for years now, and I'm actually very happy that they did that because it's been years and years and years. But the first thing that they brought back is they brought back the auction house. Now, the auction house has been around since at least like Forza 2, I think, where people could buy and sell cars. But the auction house has played a huge role in the Forza community since Forza 3. When I started, people would buy and sell unlocks, and people would go ahead and buy a Volkswagen Rabbit, and then they'd put it on the auction house for like 6 million, and someone would buy it out, and then they'd be sent their vinyl groups. But one thing, though, is that if you guys want to go ahead and start an auction, let's say I have this car right here, or yeah, we'll just go with this one. I'd probably put 40,000 in upgrades, and there's 38,000 right there. If we go ahead and try and auction the car, my total bill right now is sitting at like 78,000. But if I want to try and sell it, I can sell it. Oh wow, 189. That's surprising. But like, let's see. Huh. That's bizarre. I must have more upgrades in it than I thought. But we'll go ahead and do this Acura as just an example. I know I put at least 50,000 into this car. So far I've got a 75,000 bill, but I can only sell it for a maximum of 84,000, which is bizarre. I don't understand why that is. Why can't I auction it for, say, 300,000 credits? Like, let's say I'm a new player, guys, and I have a friend who's had the game. He's got 40 million credits and wants to give me some money. And the only cars that I have right now are the starter car, which is either going to be the Holden, the Nissan, the BMW M4, or the Mustang. And then maybe I've gotten up to the point where I get your second car, which could be like the BMW X5 or the Lamborghini Urus. But, and let's say he wants to give me like 5 million credits so I can start my collection off just off the start. And I go ahead and I start auctioning my car. I can only sell this one at a max price of 110,000. Honestly, I wish that they would make it so that you could honestly auction any car at any price besides just these Horizon Edition cars. Because, like, if I want to auction this car, the minimum price I can sell it for is 200,000, and the max price I can sell it for is 11,083, which I don't understand. The 83 is so random. But honestly, guys, the auction house has been very good overall. You can buy all kinds of cars and quickly just search for any car that you want. There have been some glitches with it, and like, for example, some people haven't been getting their credits back, or as well, like, for example, people are like taking other people's designs, and they'll put them up on the auction house, and people don't get credit. Like, the painters don't get credit for that, even though the person selling the car is gaining some amount of profit. And then afterwards, I guess this is the rumor anyway, that even if the car is used, the painter is not getting any uses out of it. So it's just sort of bizarre in that aspect, and they're trying to fix that and blah blah blah. So, but if we go ahead and we have our cars here, we have our Lamborghini Centenario. Now, another thing that they brought back, though, as well, is our storefronts. Now, storefronts have been a part of the Forza community for a long time, and they took them out in Forza 5 because of coding issues and stuff like that, or at least that's what they say. I don't know why they actually took them out, but finding your storefront is actually quite difficult. In fact, you have to go in here and look for your storefront, and you can't really do much with it. And if you accidentally click one of your designs, it downloads it and locks it for some reason. I don't understand that. But if we go ahead as well, one thing that would have been really interesting is if you could have like gone to like your friends' storefronts or so on. But these are like the 4 people that I follow so far on the storefront, just because I'm able to. And I mean, it's kind of hard because let's say there's a paint job for a Um, let's just throw it out, Lexus LFA. It's kind of hard just to find a paint job for Lexus LFA off of here. Now, the one thing is, though, is I'm glad they finally fixed this design thing, because before it would only show the top downloaded designs, and essentially, as long as you put a design out at the beginning, you had a high chance of being a top downloaded car and all that. But now what it does is it actually makes it so that the most recently put up designs are on here, which gives people the opportunity to get high downloads and such. But the thing is, though, is that it should have like a option on your search button when you go in here to be able to search like most downloaded or the most recent and such like that, instead of just having these keywords here, because these keywords don't do anything. They sort of describe the car. But let's say I want a race car, and I want a very nice race car, and I go in here and I click the race section. But here's the thing, racing is the first thing that pops up whenever you upload it, so everybody uploads it as racing, and thus maybe like the nicest race car is all the way at the very bottom, and I have to scroll through thousands and thousands and thousands of designs just to get to that car, which is kind of ridiculous. And I wish they would have a most downloaded or most liked or something like that, which would actually really help some of like the higher end painters, while also putting up at the beginning the most recently downloaded or the most recently uploaded designs. That way the new painters to the community get an opportunity as well. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is, there's also something, one of my favorite features is called drone mode. Now drone mode is an exceptional feat right here. You can drive around, you can go ahead and look at cars while they're driving, and it doesn't freeze your game like photo mode does. And it has a turbo button which allows you to go quite fast. But as you see, guys, there's that car right there. And we'll just go right over here into the city, as I think right now we're sitting in Byron Bay. And the one thing that's not great is that you can't go super high up. This is about the highest you can go. Because I remember like when they were showcasing it, it showed like people going super high above and looking at the cars. But I actually really like that feature. But like if you want to, like let's say this is my buddy, and he is just driving around right now, just cruising. He's actually going quite fast. But and I want to get some nice pictures of him drifting or something like that. I can do that, and I can go ahead and record it, and it is just so nice, and it's actually really helpful. And then just hitting B, you go right back to your car, not a big issue. And it also helps with finding barn finds and other things like that. And you can use it just to go look for stuff without having to worry about your car getting stuck or maybe going up a hill. It just makes it a lot easier just to go ahead and look for signs and such, which is why I have found every single bonus board. I found all the roads. I have found everything so far, all the barn finds. And essentially, I've got nothing left to do, almost, since those are all found. But as well, this Lamborghini Centenario is actually probably very good. If you guys watched my best car of Forza Horizon 3, this was actually probably one of the top contenders. But there was just one car in the DLC pack that just sort of blew my mind. It was so fun to drive, and it worked so amazingly that it just had to be my champion, even though it wasn't originally part of the game. And it really should have been, because the Outback is definitely its home. I could definitely see it being like a great car out there, especially after being upgraded just a little bit. It works good. Now the Lamborghini Centenario, without doing any upgrades to any cars, the Lamborghini Centenario is by far the best car out of any of them. Maybe not for racing. There's definitely cars that are faster than the Lamborghini Centenario for racing, but overall, though, I think it is such a good car still. I absolutely love Lamborghini, especially from this game. This game has made me love the car brand just even more, because their all-wheel drive system is fantastic. They're great race cars, and I don't know if maybe it's just Forza that's making them look better, but the way that they handle in this game anyway is phenomenal. Now, racing, guys, is very similar to Forza Horizon 2. It feels very, very close to what it did then. It feels, yeah, it's a little bit more arcadey than the Forza Motorsport series, but overall I still enjoy it. It's fun. It's not like, you know, say Need for Speed when you're like drifting and all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's your drift corner, you have to look at that way. And it's like, I don't want to look at it that way. I want to look at it from the rear going like that so I can actually see what I'm doing. I don't know, that's just me. And a lot more of the trees are destructible, which I actually really appreciate. There are less trees that are sort of get in the way. Okay, that's a... Oh. There's a community bounty hunter right here. Or not a bounty hunter, but a community event that was done by Johnny Wanna. And essentially, if you guys don't know who Johnny Wanna is, he works for Turn 10 and the Forza Motorsport series. And he's got some sort of event right there. Maybe I'll have to try that out later on. But overall, guys, this game is fantastic. I would definitely recommend it if it is on your radar. If you guys have never played a Forza series, I would maybe recommend, of course, going ahead and picking up another Forza game before trying this out. Because right now, of course, this game is a little bit more expensive. And overall, though, I think you'd still enjoy an older Forza game. Maybe there's not going to be as many people racing online, but if you just want to get on and play through the campaigns, do some races, I would recommend an older Forza game first ahead of this one. Just make sure that you guys give it a try and all that. But overall, though, this game is great. I would definitely recommend it to anyone, especially someone who has played a Forza game before. It is very, very good, at least in my opinion. You guys see I'm just driving off-road. And the thing is, though, is you can drive off-road in any car and go anywhere, for the most part, except for this sign right here. And the other cool thing is that they added a lot of landmarks that are just actually part of the game. Like, this city right here is called Surfer's Paradise. That's a real city in Australia. I had no clue. I thought Surfer's Paradise, oh, that sounds made up. But it's not. And apparently there's an actual racetrack in Surfer's Paradise somewhere, and they have it mapped out, but they don't have it as a race for some reason, which is ridiculous. And I'm hoping that they do that sometime, or maybe one of the guys at Turn 10 or Playground Games or something like that will go ahead and make their own race or something like that, where you have to actually go ahead and do the racetrack. Now, I don't know where the racetrack is or what the outline is, so I can't really help you on that aspect. And as well, guys, the map is so diverse. I mean, you have down here Byron Bay, which is a lot of farm fields right here. Then you get into the rainforest. Up here is sort of the Kiwa Valley, and it's very similar to the rainforest, but it's almost like a it's different in that it's more of, I would say, temperate than down here, which is more tropical. And then you have the Outback, which is honestly very, very well done. And you have the Pink Lakes region up here. There's this gorge, which is really fun to do, and more farmland out here. And it's really great. I love it. I love this game. There's not a whole lot bad that I can say about it, other than the fact that the storefront's a little bit difficult to navigate. The auction house should be a little bit more free. People should have more freedom. The drifting in this game should be a little bit more advanced. Like, there should be roads that are better for drifting. Now, they did implement something called drift zones, which I will go to my favorite one, which is right here. And I'll show you guys the road. But the thing is, though, is like, when I'm drifting, I want to be doing it continuously. I don't want to have to stop and reset up at the top again, because at least in this game, drifting uphill is kind of difficult. And I wish they would like make it so that you could drift any, like, they had like a huge road or something like that that's very long, and not just like maybe a mile or so. Like, if they had like a 10-mile drift road, that would be fantastic. And I'm going the wrong way right now. Gotta go ahead, turn around. In fact, it actually just didn't spawn me on the road I wanted to go on. But if we come right over here, I'm not actually going to drift it in this Lamborghini, because this Lamborghini doesn't drift. I might try a little bit, but it's not going to work. But you have this drift road right here. And overall, though, I think that this is a very good drift road. But the fact is that they made one road that could have had such potential as a drift road, and I'll show you guys this right here. And this road, I mean, look at it. It is so bendy and turny, and oh my gosh, it would be fantastic. But they didn't pave it. They made it a dirt road. Why did they make it a dirt road? It should have been a paved drift road, and that would have been so good. Everyone in the drifting community would finally be happy about it, or well, at least they would probably still want more drift roads, of course. And there's even 2 drift zones on it, but they're dirt roads, so having a traditional drift car doesn't work there. Now, the drift car that I use for that road is a I use the Ford Rally Raid racing truck. I believe it's actually a Ford Ranger racing truck or whatever it is. But this road right here is pretty good, but I wish it was longer than it is. And really, I feel like the drifting community has been sort of thrown away. Now, another thing is painting. They need to pay the painters just a little bit more credits, because what we do takes a lot of time. Now, I haven't been doing a whole lot of painting in this game. I've put out a couple of designs, and I've got almost 4,000 downloads. But from those 4,000 downloads, I've only made 40,000 credits. And it's kind of insane about the amount that I get. Because if we go ahead and into here, we go into our world map, or no, we go into social, and we go into our message center. Here's my design rewards. I had 5 downloads, 1 like, and 16 uses. I made 4,000 credits. Now, the uses is a little bit better. At least you're getting paid per use. But the thing is you're only making 100 credits per download, and that's just, it doesn't seem fair. It's not a whole lot, and it's disappointing in my opinion. Anyway, though, the last feature, though, that I think is absolutely phenomenal with Forza Horizon 5 is, we'll go ahead and hop into one of those cars, is the fact that they added wide body kits to the game. Now, they added a couple different brands, and they added even blowers for some of the other cars, like the American Muscle cars, instead of those weird, disgusting hoods that they had on there, which I would absolutely not put on any of my cars. We'll even show you guys one of those. But the way they're done is phenomenal. I absolutely love the way that these wide body kits were done. Now, let's see if there's any cars of mine that have a blower on my way to finding one of these. So we'll go into my cars and go ahead and take a look. Let's see if we can find a blower on any of these. But, well, we're here in BMW, so that's not a wide body kit, that's just a paint job I did. Yeah, this is the M4 Coupe right here. Horizon Edition. Now, they also have Horizon Edition cars, which give boost to all different things. They have a credit boost, an XP boost, skills boost, drift boost. There's a wreckage boost, but that car hasn't been released yet. There's also a speed boost, and all those give you like a skill multiplier. But I mean, look at that. It's got this nice wide body kit. I absolutely think it's awesome. And this would make a great DTM car if anybody's out there, you know, thinking, oh man, I want a DTM car in Forza Horizon 3. Which, honestly, if they put a DTM car in one of the packs, that would be awesome, too. Just a recommendation. And then, as well, we also have probably the craziest body kits actually over here in Lexus. Let me go ahead and grab that. Yeah, Lexus has the craziest wide body kit. Oh, I passed Lexus. And it's right here on the Lexus RCF, which is just insane. Now, I don't have the wing on it because I thought the wing was just too big and ridiculous, because it's like, it's wider than the car is. But I mean, look at those fenders. I mean, my god, they are beautiful. I love this car. This is one of my drift cars that I use rather often, and I mean, I think it's great. I'm going to throw a paint job on it eventually, but who knows when that'll happen. And then they also have them for supercars. For example, they have it for this not that Aventador. Let's see. There was one Aventador that has it. I have the car too. Where is it? Oh, here we go. I have a design on it, so it's kind of hard to see, so I'm not going to go ahead and show it to you. There's also a Murcielago that has it. This car has a wide body kit. I haven't put it on, though, unfortunately. And then, as well, we have a Ferrari as well. The Ferrari 458 has a wide body kit. Wow. Okay, that's pre-order and the normal one. Okay. Let's see here. If we go ahead and into here. Where is it? I have a 458 wide body. Oh, there it is. It's on the Parai. Okay, so the Lamborghini Parai, or Ferrari Parai, whatever it is. I can't remember what they actually call it. But this is owned by Deadmau5 or something like that. And he had like this design on it. That's why I have the whole thing. But as you guys see, there's a wide body kit on this car, and it's phenomenal. Again, I absolutely love it. I love the fact that they added wide body kits. Everybody's been asking for them for a very long time now, and it's just something that they kind of said, okay, we're gonna go ahead and do it. Now, as you guys see right there, there's another Horizon Edition car. They are coming out quite often as well. Now, one of the things as well, we're going to go ahead on into this, is you have barn finds. They added a lot of barn finds into this game as well. And they made them Australian themed. For example, there's the Ford XB Falcon. That is not the design that it comes stock with, but as you guys see right there, you have the blower on it. But this is a design that I put on it. And as you guys see, the blowers are animated, and they have an animated belt, which is actually fantastic. I think that is such a great feature. This was a design I just did. I made it look a little rusty. If you guys aren't familiar, this is the car from Mad Max. But the Holden Sandman van is one of them. They have a bunch of Holdens in this game, which is honestly very, very nice touch. They have the Myers Manx, which is actually just like, this little tiny dune buggy, and it just works so good. And then they finally added a Top Gear favorite, the Reliant Supervan. Now, it isn't the Reliant Robin, but it's bigger than a Reliant Robin, and it handles just as poorly. So, I'm kind of happy that they made that car. I haven't upgraded it yet or anything like that, which is going to be a fun video to do. I'm going to upgrade it like with max power and just drive it and see how we can do. And overall, though, I think that's good. And just a list of all the cars that have crazy upgrades. Here we go. We'll just go ahead and go through these. These cars all either have a blower option or a wide body kit. And it's a lot. It's not all the cars that have them. Now, this car, though, it doesn't actually have a wide body kit. It doesn't have a blower. But it has this weird roof rack. And you guys can Google the picture of it, the Koenigsegg Garrett roof rack. I don't want to keep it on my car, guys, because I think it looks stupid. Some people like it. I don't know. This car has some nice body kit upgrades now. Not all of them are all wide body kits. Some of them are rally parts. Some of them are just other things. Roof racks, for example. And yeah, overall, though, I think that this game is overall a fantastic game. If you guys are interested in the Forza series, I would definitely recommend picking it up. Overall, though, I think it is good. Now, for those of you guys wondering, no, there is no collaboration for the painters, unfortunately. That's one of the features that I know I've wanted for a very long time, because I remember some of the designs back in the day were just insane with all the collaboration. And I remember when I first discovered Domestic Mango's, I think that's his name, right? I follow him on here. Is that the right name? Because I know that there's another guy that has a very, very similar name. Yeah, I think it's Domestic Mango, right? Yeah, Domestic Mango. When I first found his YouTube channel, because he makes design videos, or at least he used to. Now he does more just these really cool videos and stuff. But he had I think it was him anyway. It was a Bravest Warriors design in Forza Motorsport 5. And I remember I wanted to collaborate with him on it when I got the game, but I didn't have an Xbox One and I didn't have Forza 5. And then I found out before getting an Xbox One that there was no collaboration available in Forza Motorsport 5, and I felt like an idiot. Because that would have been so cool. He pretty much just did a, what was it? It was just a cat bug design on it, and it looked pretty good. But I feel like, if they would have had like the Cartoon Hangover logo, as well as the Bravest Warriors logo and all these other things on it, it would have looked just a little bit better overall. But yeah, I think this game, guys, is fantastic. Again, they're not really going towards any of the communities with it. The drift community isn't great in this game. Neither is the painting community, although I will say that the communities are rising. It is starting to become more social of a game, especially with me. And as well, guys, Forza Motorsport has been very kind to me. I made a lot of friends from the old series. I haven't really made a whole lot since the Xbox One. But I started my YouTube channel with Forza Motorsport, or Forza Horizon 3, and guys, it's given me over 100 subscribers in less than a month, and that is insane, guys, and I'm absolutely loving all the support that you guys have been giving me. Again, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this review, go ahead and smash that like button down below. for us because you guys already know your guys' support is so greatly appreciated. And hit subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Bye!